John D. Rockefeller is one of the most famous American industrialists and philanthropists that have ever existed. He founded the Standard Oil Company, which dominated the oil industry and was the first great US business trust. Here's the reason why the Rockefeller family is considered to be the richest family in American history. And believe me when I tell you, it wasn't easy growing up for him. Rockefeller was the eldest son and had 5 other siblings. His father wasn't some sort of industrialist. No, he was actually a travelling physician and snake oil salesman. He dropped out of high school and started working in a commission business dealing in hay, grain, meats and other goods. That's when he realised just how impressive the commercial potential of the expanding oil production in western Pennsylvania was in the early 1860s. So what did he do? He built his first oil refinery, and within 2 years it became the largest refinery in the area. In the late 1800s, John D. Rockefeller's Standard Oil became a major player in the oil industry by buying up competitors, controlling refineries, and securing sweet deals with railroads. By 1882, it pretty much dominated the entire US oil business. This aggressive takeover didn't sit well with folks, leading to the Sherman Antitrust Act in 1890 to curb monopolies. The state of Ohio wasn't having it either, and said Standard Oil was violating their anti-monopoly laws in 1892. Rockefeller, being the savvy businessman he was, dodged that bullet by dissolving the trust and spreading the wealth to companies in other states. But in 1899, they all came back together under the name Standard Oil Company, New Jersey. After that, he had found a few other troubles, but we all know how this story ends, with incredible success. So, without further ado, let's start talking about 7 secrets from John D. Rockefeller that are proven to make your money work for you. Hello and welcome back to Tied to Wealth, where you're just one sale away from financial success. Lesson number 1. Search for new paths. So, picture this. John D. Rockefeller wasn't your typical business big shot. He wasn't just riding the coattails of what everyone else was doing in the late 1800s. No, sir. This guy was like a pioneer, always on the lookout for uncharted territory in the financial wilderness. While others were taking it easy, Rockefeller, on the other hand, was an industrial trailblazer. Take the late 1800s, for example. Railroads were all the rage, but instead of jumping on that train, literally, Rockefeller thought, nah, let's go with pipelines for transporting oil. He wasn't just being different for the sake of it. He knew controlling the transportation of oil was as crucial as getting it out of the ground. That move opened up a whole new world of opportunities. The lesson here: be curious, take risks, and realise the path less travelled can lead to hidden treasures. Fast forward to today, and the same principle applies. The world's evolving, and innovation is key. The next big thing might not be in plain sight. It could be hiding in a corner, waiting for someone with the vision to find it. So, when you're on your financial journey, channel your inner Rockefeller. Don't be afraid to explore new avenues. Take that turn others might have missed. Your success might be around the bend, waiting for you to discover it. Now, let's move on to another one of Rockefeller's secrets. Lesson number 2. Follow your own path. Back in the late 1800s, silver and gold were all the rage. However, John D. Rockefeller decided to shake things up a bit. Instead of joining all the other businessmen, he set his sights on the not-so-exciting world of oil. But here's the real kicker. Rockefeller wasn't just digging for crude like everyone else. The guy refined oil, setting new standards and redefining the industry. He wasn't a follower, he was the trendsetter, turning Standard Oil into a powerhouse. Now, here's the real gem of wisdom. It's not about rebelling for the sake of it. It's about having a unique perspective, spotting opportunities others miss, and then having the guts to go for it. On to our next lesson. Lesson number 3. Learn to control your emotions. Back in John's day, the world was lit up by kerosene lamps, and John D. Rockefeller was the king of that industry. However, then a disruptor appeared, electric light. At that point, most folks might panic, but not Rockefeller. Nope, he's not your average entrepreneur. He's a cool-headed tactician. Instead of worrying about kerosene, he decided it was time to pivot from the industry. That's why he decided to focus on gasoline-powered vehicles. Transitioning from kerosene to gasoline wasn't just a business move. It was a lesson in emotional control. Rockefeller knew emotions are like fickle winds. They can blow you off course. So he stayed anchored and let logic guide the way. And boy, did it pay off big time. The point of us telling you this is that when life throws curveballs, don't react impulsively. Instead, take your time to think about what your next move is going to be and make the best out of a terrible situation. Turn setbacks into setups for success. Remember, controlling emotion isn't weak, it's a flex of strength. Like Rockefeller turned a declining kerosene empire into a gasoline-fueled triumph, we can turn challenges into stepping stones for success. So, keep those emotions in check. Alright, this next one's super important. Born without a silver spoon, young Rockefeller was a mini-entrepreneur in the making. Even as a young boy, he was buying candy to resell, turning ordinary stones into decorative treasures for profit. His childhood hinted at turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. What set him apart was his financial smarts. Instead of splurging, he saved every penny. The game changer, lending his savings to a friend's dad, charging a modest 7% interest. This move planted the seed for his philosophy: make money work for you. The lesson: give up immediate pleasures for a brighter financial future. While his friends spent money on toys, Rockefeller aimed high. He knew delaying desires and investing in the future set the stage for lasting success. Fast forward to today. Ever seen someone living large but financially shaky? Classic case of falling for the good without the focus on the great. Those flashy cars and mansions bought with hefty loans look dreamy, but often lead to a debt spiral. Rockefeller's wisdom rings true. Don't just work for money, make money work for you. The good might be tempting, but the great is where true wealth lies. So, dare to dream big, invest wisely, and watch your wealth grow. Lesson learned. Now, on to the next. Lesson number 5. Adapting to changing circumstances. Rockefeller's main skill lay in his ability to evolve, a key factor in his extreme success. I mean, think about it, folks. As mentioned earlier in the video, Standard Oil, his oil industry giant, ruled the kerosene game, lighting up the nation. But as electricity came in, kerosene's demand fell. Now, instead of resisting or sticking to the status quo, Rockefeller saw an opportunity for change. He moved towards petrochemicals, turning oil refining byproducts into products like lubricants and waxes. This strategic shift not only preserved his influence, but positioned him as a pioneer in the petrochemical sector. And it wasn't just about business. His adaptability extended to philanthropy. As medical research gained importance, he adapted, channeling resources and cash into medical education and research, leading to the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research, now Rockefeller University. This mirrored his business acumen, adapting to addressing emerging needs and shaping a better future. His adaptability isn't just a history lesson, it's a universal one. In a world constantly transforming, our success relies on navigating changes. Like Rockefeller pivoting from kerosene to petrochemicals, and from traditional business to innovative philanthropy, we too can use adaptability as a catalyst for progress. Imagine if Rockefeller clung to kerosene as the world plunged into electricity. It's like trying to sell typewriters in the age of touchscreens. He knew adaptation wasn't just a choice, it was the key to staying relevant. But even when you're trying to stay relevant, you must never forget this next one. Lesson number 6. Strive for perfection. According to author Ron Chernow, Rockefeller exhibited an unwavering commitment to perfection. Whether it was dealing with mundane tasks or significant responsibilities as the leader of Standard Oil, he refused to approach anything haphazardly. Rockefeller meticulously crafted hundreds of thousands of business letters, dedicating considerable effort to multiple revisions for each, because he knew doing it right was always the priority. Even when it came to something as trivial as his penmanship, Rockefeller seized the opportunity to pursue perfection. A close associate recounted observing Rockefeller sign each letter with meticulous precision, treating his signature as if it were a masterpiece. Rockefeller's excellence wasn't just confined to his personal idiosyncrasies, but it permeated through his organization. And lucky for him, he always had people around him that were willing to put in the effort. Which brings us to our last lesson of this video. Lesson number 7. Surround yourself with a good team. Look, Rockefeller was an extremely clever guy. However, his climb to financial supremacy wasn't a solo mission. He knew the importance of a strong team. Here's the breakdown of his team-building strategy. Impeccable eye for talent. He sought out experts in their field, not just yes men, critical thinkers who could challenge ideas and push boundaries. Value loyalty. Loyalty wasn't just a word, it was an unwavering commitment to the vision, where the team felt invested in the journey, fostering a bond beyond paychecks. Believe in synergy. His team wasn't just a collection of individuals, it was a harmonious orchestra. He encouraged collaboration, open communication, and free flow of ideas. Look at Standard Oil and take Henry Flagler, Rockefeller's friend, for example. His logistics expertise was crucial. The takeaway: Rockefeller's success wasn't just about business smarts, it was about his talent for assembling a team that shared his vision, values, and passion. In your financial journey, the strength of your team is vital. Seek those who complement your skills, share your vision, and bring diverse perspectives. Think of your team as the Justice League of finance, each with their superpower. Together, they're an unstoppable force against financial challenges. These insights aren't just about wealth, they're about building a financial legacy. Stay curious and committed and keep making your money work for you. Remember, this video is for education, not investment advice. Conduct thorough research and consult professionals. With that said, let us know in the comments what are some proven ways you follow to make money work for you. See you next time.